For governments thinking about implementing cash transfers, the payment of cash presents a significant challenge, particularly to rural or underdeveloped areas. The Hunger Safety Net Program, or HSNP, funded by UK Aid in partnership with the government of Kenya, is using innovative approaches to address this challenge. Northern Kenya is perhaps one of the most difficult regions to implement cash transfers. The region is serviced with poor infrastructure, and local governments struggle to deliver services across the vast and unforgiving terrain to a largely pastoralist population.
Turkana is one of the poorest districts that we have in the northern Kenya, both from the shocks of drought and also the shocks of conflict.
In this context, older people are particularly vulnerable and as a result make up a significant proportion of the beneficiaries of the HSNP.
Older people are most affected in the sense that they are at an age where they can't diversify anymore, they can't go back to school, they can't start doing business.
Our children are no longer able to take good care of them as they used to do. The social fabric of the African society is not as strong as it used to be.
Because of these and other vulnerabilities associated with aging, older people face challenges when accessing cash.
They can't travel far. Many of them are not literate.
Despite seemingly impossible circumstances, HSNP is using innovative methods to deliver cash within the Turkana region to older people. Payments to beneficiaries are made through a network of agents who are typically local shopkeepers with cash available from his or her business activity. Each agent is given a point of sale or POS device. This device runs on a cellular network and is charged with a solar panel. The beneficiary of the payment is issued with a card to access his or her payment. When an agent makes a payment to a beneficiary, he pays out his own cash. This cash is then credited to the agent's bank account, along with a commission he receives for this service. The POS device ensures that electronic records of the transaction are kept. The device also produces a paper receipt to both the beneficiary and the agent. HSNP's use of technology helps overcome particular challenges for older people, including allowing a representative to collect cash on an older person's behalf.
We also provided for the biometric to pick images of more than one recipient, so that if the beneficiary was an aged person who can't travel even to the agent's shop, they can identify a person in the family or in the community to go for the money on their behalf. The agency model is what has been most successful, because we can have the agency as near as possible to the recipients.
Using the agency model in regions like Turkana, which do not have strong cash economies, raises concern about whether other potential agents will have enough funds to consistently pay high numbers of recipients within short windows of time.
Liquidity also was addressed by distributing the beneficiaries' visit to the agents across the month, so that they all don't come at the same time. So you'll find the card holders have a color code for the week they'll visit the shopkeeper, so that we work within the liquidity of the shopkeepers' day-to-day sales.
The use of local community traders to deliver cash as agents can have a range of additional benefits.
ya kadang tunga lo zinja sama tu pertama kali ya tejia lo mari zinja kan inta dia marang rupiah na baka ni dia kara dia na rupiah ta dia marang ni
joka kwar ni riam na takeji e ponente tegia lan kaburu kwa sababu ayakare ang bucher ayakare hotel ndio chi kabucha ya dukanda asa ngalikin tiang kwar ni riam na takeji ne yakare tichiloko elo zengi bere.
One thing with this program is that it has enhanced the capacity of our local traders to handle big cash, which they were not handling before, and also to handle many customers.
We've seen the agent move from a simple shop to what is now almost a 3-roomed permanent dwelling with a bigger shop. And you can see that we've been part of that journey. We can claim a bit of credit that all of us as the HSNP program have brought prosperity to that agent. But more so, a lot of stories have come from the beneficiaries.
Angara sena ni kwa si kalakara suwa. Kotere ngala kazil kola dauni. Adaun kotere bot. Adaun tang baran. Ana dauni ngabaran tulunyi na kor. Ana lunyi na kor. Atakor bangi pepe kangi pe. Itu kan emang.
Ojek ngecer bang rupiah kotere dioko. Arai lo sekulu aloto jomokinin. Arai karai yang malaria itu amang de.
Elokonyiki akorno karena ni ayi. Karena ni akoro kaneno wei aku unti amona renga tonga. Lokonyiki nto ana akoro nyiko tanga tonga ningo.
There may be additional development impacts, such as the extension of financial services, which can be attributed to the choice of payment delivery mechanism.
The agency model enables the bank to take banking services beyond the current frontiers. The program has created a great opportunity for us to offer other services through the branches and through the agents in these areas. We see the potential of HSNP agents becoming full commercial agents and possibilities of the customers then being able to reach full financial services through agency. We see the cash transfer as one step towards offering financial services to people you would imagine could not have been part of our target or anybody else's target to bring to financial inclusion.
HSNP's unique government and private sector partnership has large implications on how the scheme impacts beneficiaries, the wider effect for non-beneficiaries, and also the program's cost.
Government and private sector initiatives open the space for innovation, open the space for efficiency, and indeed for sustainability, because you get a lot of the monies ending up with the beneficiary instead of the monies funding the logistics.
Collaborating with the private sector like the Equity Bank, that has going to revolutionize, because people will be confident their money will reach those particular individuals.
You look at the existing infrastructure of the bank, you don't have to invest in the physical infrastructure. We are using branches as hubs for supporting agents, branches as hubs for case management. We are using branches as hubs for field officers and other work.
The real main aim of the program is to support those particular groups that are vulnerable, who are in chronic poverty. With that support, it is hoped that they would actually increase their asset base to allow them a margin to start looking for beyond survival. The other one is to produce a model that can be used then nationally for national social security for older people, in particular those type of areas. The other one is expectation is that we'll get a lot of spin-offs, areas where there are a number of people registered. Those towns have already come up. The economy effect in those particular areas has been quite great. So a lot of multiplier effects